Yeah, we need to get a pop filter or something.
Ooh, you're already on air. You're already on air.
Oh, we're
Already
live.
on, yeah.
Clyde, we're supposed.
Without warning.
Clyde, we have to see ourselves, Clyde.
No, I don't want to.
We have to know if we're in frame.
You can see our reflections from here. It's gonna be the same thing.
I can't see.
This is next level, dude.
I can't see.
We're just looking at the Google page like without anything,
All right. Okay. Go on to today's topic, Clyde.
which is nothing. I don't know.
We
East meets East. What are
No.
your thoughts about East meets East?
Clyde. I told you, it's made for the people who say Asian guys can't get Asian girls.
What do you mean?
I mean what I mean.
Dude,
It's
like literally like more than half of the Asian dudes on campus.
on the campus. What?
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 They're dating Asian girls.
Yeah, but it's. I feel like dating.
More than half.
Okay, I'd say that dating it's more geared towards single people and like their loneliness or like
Or their sadness.
there's it's probably
The feeling of, I guess, incompleteness.
exactly.
Like the feel that something's missing in your life. I guess.
I guess today's themes can be talking about love or like relationship wise, which is pretty good.
Maybe.
Well, like the thing is for relationships, you can't go in with the thought of the other person is going to make me complete and all that kind of stuff. You have to be complete on your own right. Like, love yourself as you are. Like, you can't expect another person to complete you
I
because
see what you mean.
because
Too complete is better than too incomplete.
exactly, and like it works the other way around too, or
Like- Isn't there less attachment though?
yeah, there's less attachment, but that's fine because relationships should not make the person like combine two lives as one. It should be independent from each other. Because you know how a lot of people like when they start dating,
They spend less time with their friends.
yeah, they forgo making their own independent lives and try to make one dependent life on each other.
I guess like when people start dating, like suddenly their world revolves only to the person they're with.
Exactly. And that's the thing that ruins a lot of relationships. It's a lack of perspective and context.
Mm.
Like it's so easy to get lost in loving someone. Like you I hate to admit it, but it's true.
Yeah.
Like when you're in love, nothing else matters. It just the only thing matters is the other person.
And you
Exactly.
and then like both of you, I guess.
Yeah, and everything starts to suffer because of that pure focus.
Yeah, tunnel vision.
Exactly.
Vision, bitch.
Oh my god. So yeah,
What else do you see? Like we're having a lot of downtimes. There's literally nothing to talk about.
yeah, we have nothing to talk about except love, and
Yeah, let's talk about the things that we don't have, like love, happiness, success.
I'm coming to a point where I'm coming to terms with it. It feels nice. Feels nice.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Accept what you have and not have.
It's weird how people who don't look for a relationship end up going into one.
Exactly, dude.
It's because they're already in love with themselves.
No, when I say exactly, that's exactly how you date. You don't look today. You would seem like a mature person.
Exactly.
Like a cool individual.
Exactly.
I think. Maybe not.
Self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think yeah, that's one of the key traits of that is attractive. Self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm. What else is another trait? Let me see.
Yeah, we should have our book of traits.
I wrote down like some good stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's see.
We start off with the L.
Are we talking about the Las Vegas traits? You wanna?
Nah, dude. I don't know. Whatever. Like we can start with the L, because we've been taking L's all week.
I guess. Well, first else of the Las Vegas traits is looks.
Of course.
Uh, okay, it doesn't mean you have to be like handsome and like charming and all that stuff. It just means you take care of yourself. Like you're well groomed and not like
So you look presentable at best.
at best, yes. At best.
At best.
That's what matters. It's not about looking good. It's feeling good about yourself.
So what if like you feel more comfortable with yourself by having like, I guess, like, let's say, what are the standards for being well groomed? Like clean cut hair.
Yeah, I'd say clean cut, shaven, no messy hair, your clothes fit, not saggy, that kind of thing.
See, that's the thing. What if you feel more comfortable by having longer hair,
Hmm.
baggier clothes?
Hmm.
Exactly.
I feel like in terms of look, as long as you're comfortable with it and it shines through, it becomes a quality of yours, and you accept it. Not like if you like being well groomed and you're not well groomed, then that would show as you're not taking care of your looks. But if you like the looks that you have, then it doesn't matter.
No, dude, but you see, like, what, like, like when people say how you dress, like, says something,
Yeah.
like it's an expression of oneself.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can, like, I guess for me, like I dress like in baggy and loose clothes.
Hmm. Yeah. It's fine. It's part of your character.
No, it's because like it's an expression to for freedom. Like always have some room to work with.
I feel like that's also a sign of vulnerability. Like you don't care about what other people have to say about it, and you just do what feels comfortable to you, and then soon people will follow.
I guess, or not even follow, or just accept like however you are.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, so looks, like, just go with whatever you think looks best for you.
Hmm.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the A, which is adaptability. Adaptability. Yeah. Make sure you're laid back, witty, and quick on your feet. Make sure you're comfortable in any situation.
Hmm. Also, like, I guess you could say like flexibility in a way.
Exactly. Like I remember reading on it is like you want to be the bad boy in your girl's life, but like the man in her parents' eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're wild at times, but when times comes to need you to take responsibility, you got it covered. Like no doubt. That kind of adaptability. Like witty too. Like yeah, being witty is pretty hard if you don't like accustom yourself to it. Like for you, you can just say whatever and you just laugh and it's pretty witty.
No, I mean, like, if it's not good enough, like I just laugh so that I don't feel bad about myself because no one else is laughing at my jokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, being laid back and witty is one of the key things.
Yeah, just be laid back at all times. Like, don't take everything seriously, you guys.
Oh yeah, that's one of the AFC things.
Yeah, like don't take everything seriously.
Life is a game. You gotta play it fun. Play it
Life is
fun.
too. It gets boring when you're too serious.
Exactly.
You take out the fun.
Exactly. If you focus too much on the future, you lose sight of the present.
Exactly. The F in life, it stands for fun, not failures.
What's your take on failures?
Failures are not failures. They're learning experiences.
Exactly. That's how you make something positive out of events. It's really good to reframe it because it for most people failure mean like weakness or incompetence.
Exactly.
But what it but what but a good way to reframe it is saying that it's a learning experience.
Yeah, don't let the society tell you what failure is.
In the end, it's in your own context. You have the choice to make a decision on what is right, what's wrong in your world, and you should act according to it. You should be honest with your opinions, and I guess don't be persuaded by other people. I know what you're thinking, Clay.
Or no, don't get. Don't, see, this is what's wrong with people.
What?
People have too much time on their hands.
Oh yeah, that's right. We spend so much time procrastinating.
Yeah, you spend so much time dwelling on things that can't be changed anymore.
Exactly. Oh, anyways, we're getting off topic. Let's go back to the S of Las Vegas traits, which is strength.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, having the ability to make
Like,
your
mhm.
feel safe, be confident, good posture, decisive, assertive,
Yeah,
have a strong frame.
yeah,
That kind of
physical
thing.
and mental strength.
What do you think is more important, mental or physical strength?
For me,
Yeah,
mental, dude, easy.
yeah. Mental is something you can work on with your morals and values, and just like something you can just
Yeah,
be confident about.
I mean like a balance of both is the most ideal.
Exactly.
But if you only get to choose one, then I would choose mental.
Yeah.
Like easy choice.
How would you be confident? Confident and confidence almost go together, but they're not the same. Confidence, I guess, would be like being willing to brace the unknown, while competence is knowing how to handle a situation, right?
No, dude, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, that like that's one way of looking at it,
Hmm.
but like being confident is, I guess, like believing that you could do it,
Hmm.
and being competent is actually you doing it or successfully doing it.
I guess, yeah. Another good thing about to work on is posture. A lot of people slouch. As soon as I say posture, it's automatic that you would put yourself in a better body position.
No, I don't. I mean, not right now. I only have proper posture when there's a lot of people.
Yeah. What would you say is the best posture? Like,
Whatever is comfortable to you. If you feel comfortable slouching, then that's, I guess, the best posture for you.
mhm.
Even though for health purposes, it may not be the best.
My definition of good posture probably coincides with being vulnerable, because like when you have good posture, your shoulders are back and your chest is more open, so you become more like, if some people were to attack you, they would have more area to hit, especially
Wait, hold up.
hmm?
But if you have good posture, dude, you're less likely to be attacked.
Exactly. um I remember
Feign is strength when you're weak.
Jordan Peterson said something about crustacean, like after a lobster or a crustacean wins a fight, they become bigger, and that confidence says that like they can win fights,
Exactly.
and like the loser becomes more closed in protecting itself, and thus is more likely to lose again.
Exactly.
Exactly. So a good posture opens up your vitals, and you're more open to attack, or more direct attack, critical attack.
Also, good posture exudes confidence.
Exactly. Confidence and posture usually go hand in hand.
Exactly. Which reminds me, I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to see this, but like there's this like one photographer. They tell you how to take pictures properly with better posture so that no one, like, I guess, like go over your frame or distract you from working.
Mhm.
Like when you're taking a shot, like let's say you're holding your camera,
Mhm.
you don't hold it this way
Mhm.
if you're taking like a portrait shot,
Yeah.
because this is bad posture.
Yeah.
It's not confident enough.
Yeah.
You gotta be this way.
Exactly. It takes up more space.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's
you're not like too like ingrained in yourself like this.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like some of the best postures take the most amount of space, like spreading your legs out, puffing out your chest, arms back, or shoulders back, and you see, like everything is exposed.
Yeah, it's like spreading yourself out in the open.
Exactly. You gotta, and It just says that like you can attack me, but I'll be ready for it.
It screams like confidently.
Yeah. Another good quality of strength is decisiveness, which is I don't know about decisiveness. Like, how would you become more decisive
Decision making.
decision making? But like for most people, like when they worry about in making a decision is like how it's gonna affect other people or how they're gonna get people to agree with you.
Okay, dude, I have a lot to say about this
Yeah, go ahead, knock yourself.
decision making or decisiveness
Mm-hmm.
because like I was reading into this
Huh?
or writing like a paper into this
Yeah.
for personal reasons.
Yeah.
You see, like there's like advantages and disadvantages to being decisive.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say if you're undecisive and you doubt your decisions,
Mm-hmm.
like let's say you choose A and then you change your mind into choosing B,
Mm-hmm.
and in the end A was the right choice, then you would have regrets.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you're decisive enough and firm enough to stick with your decisions, like let's say you chose A but it didn't work out, but you never change your mind, then there's less regret, I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, I guess you have to be assured of your answer. Be firm in it.
You know, also like apparently indecisiveness is a sign of weakness,
Yeah.
but
So,
I don't think that's generally true. Like indecisiveness is just a sign that it just means that you have something or a lot to lose.
or a doubt.
Yeah.
You doubt yourself or your abilities in being able to make that decision correctly.
I don't know, dude. I'm up for doubting oneself because we're worse than we actually think we are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to touch on like moral values. Like some people use it, like nice guys use it as a shield. Like like when they see someone doing better, or like they always hide behind morals. You know what I'm saying?
No, elaborate.
Okay. I'm trying to say that people who tell you what's right and wrong don't really have that right to tell you. Like it's your own choice. They shouldn't be able to tell you how you should live your life or what you should do. It should be if it should be on your choice. If the other person doesn't like it, so be it.
Mhm.
They don't have to like your action. It's fine being who you are and what you want to do.
No, dude, this is one of the scenarios where wording is important.
What are you guys? Explain.
So like you like when a person tells you that you should not be doing this,
Mm-hmm.
that's a command, right?
Yeah, that's a
That's
command.
like
That's
yeah.
that's a command. But
And usually like people would respond like, who are you to tell me what to do and not do? See, that's usually how it goes. So it
yeah,
doesn't work.
yeah, it doesn't work. Like you can't if you want to give someone a command, you don't give them a command. You give them
You show them the path.
yes, like instead of saying like um do this, you can say could you do this or
No, dude. You say, I think it would be better if you do this.
yeah, like like not telling them like what how like forcing them to agree with you, but think of it on their terms. Try to understand it from their terms.
Yeah. So like when you say moral, sometimes like it's not actually like the nice dudes like hiding behind morals.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that like their choice of wording was not good enough. Some
Yeah.
people don't mean it that way. Like they don't mean to command you or tell you how to live your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they didn't have like better choice of words at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although most of the time they actually mean that you should be following what they want, or you shouldn't be confronting the norms.
This is why you should have adaptability. Be
Hmm.
comfortable in any situation.
Hmm.
Anyways, let's get back to V value. So this,
Value, you mean like worth?
yeah, like personal worth, like what separates you from other people.
Once again,
Once
in
again,
order for someone to earn respect, they must respect themselves first.
yeah, that's it's probably a given. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
obviously.
like when you do something, or when you're talking to a group, you shouldn't be trying to get their validation. You just want to have fun with them.
Exactly.
That's where it gets lost.
That's funny when you say you like talking to a group, because like how usually it goes is that people have so much respect for themselves.
Hmm.
They they get offended when someone cuts them off mid sentence.
Yeah.
So they cut the other person mid sentence,
Oh.
and then the other person would think that, oh, this guy doesn't deserve my respect, and the other guy also thinks this guy doesn't deserve my respect. So in the end, no respect is given.
Oh yeah, like in that situation, like like it's I can see a dynamic power. Like by not listening, you're not giving respect. And it's like saying,
It's a tug of war.
yeah, it's like you have by not listening to someone, you're almost saying like you have no power over me.
Exactly.
And that's the struggle of it. Like you
No.
want to have power, but you don't want to be like that pushover guy. You have to be willing to put your foot down in some situations, especially like I guess like in your own opinions. Like if someone says like
No, they don't confuse like self-respect and inferiority complex.
self-respect, inferiority, self-respect is like in a sense
Yeah.
respecting yourself, and inferiority means like you're not inferiority. What would that mean?
I guess that like when you're getting cut off and not retaliate,
Mm-hmm.
you would you would think that people are looking down on you,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, and or that people would think or see or think less of you
Yeah.
when you're getting cut off all the time.
Yeah.
It would also make it seem like you're like a pushover. But I guess like sometimes it's better to just not retaliate,
Mm-hmm.
because there are people who have so much stuff to say,
Mm-hmm.
like even if they're not making sense anymore.
Uh-huh. Like,
Yeah, because they have to say something.
mm-hmm. I'd like to think that people, like everyone you meet in life, has like some truth that they have and you don't have, and what you're trying to do in the conversation is trying to find that truth and sort through all the other stuff too.
Truth.
Yeah, like they have something they know that you don't. Like it could be like how they see you, like that's their truth,
Exactly.
or some sort of knowledge that
Different perspectives.
different perspectives. Yeah. Um, everything can have a different perspective to everyone. Like if a singer saw a mic, they would think of it's a tool that they can use to get their voice out. And for a podcaster, they can think of it also like a tool, but a different way of different kind of tool, like to get their ideas and knowledge out there.
Or to get their voices out there.
Exactly. Like or for a normal person, they just would think mic. Like someone I can talk to using talk to a friend with. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like different perspectives, different realities.
Well, like yeah, dude. That see, like this is in our class, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Culture, it shapes perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just think about it
Yeah.
for a moment. Like
Anyways.
how Asian culture despises public display
Yeah.
of love and
God. Anyways, we gotta get back to value. Like we talked about it, but we never defined like what could raise value. Like
I mean,
something
like
something fascinating, right? Like knowledge on a certain thing.
is this like value, like your how you value yourself or how you want others to value you?
No, it's like when I'm talking about value in this aspect, I'm talking about like what's special about you. Like you know how
Uh,
like cool skills that you have, like tarot reading, palm reading, fortune telling, that kind of thing. Like what other things could be considered like
so
of value?
what makes you worth
Worth a little bit
what's-
more than the other person. Okay, like
I farted, but yeah, superiority complex, you guys. What makes you better than other people?
what separates you from other people?
Well, yeah, but yeah, better choice of word. Like when you say separate, that it means that
What's defining about you?
mhm. That like it doesn't necessarily make you better though.
Mm, yeah, doesn't make you better.
Just say like what makes you interesting.
What what can make you interesting? What
Mm,
like that's the only thing I can think about. Like
uncommon hobbies.
uncommon hobbies. Yeah, that'd be value. Like your fountain pen things. That's that certainly has value because only a small amount of people know about what you know. But the thing is, everyone has something they know, or only a small group of people have.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, the air of exclusivity. Everyone has it, but like people can't find that in most or find them about themselves. They're too focused on saying like I suck, or they're focusing on all the bad things about
The
themselves.
negative things.
Exactly.
But then it's like they're not really negative things though. I
Yeah,
think.
like for me on my perspective on negative thoughts is like
No, on value.
on value. Oh yeah, people believe they have negative
Yeah,
value,
like what makes you interesting.
but that's quite opposite of the truth. There is many things that everyone on an individual level can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you may be better at math than other people, or you can be better at language than other people. You can be a public speaker. You could be a you can
What?
huh
A motivational speaker
exactly
or a demotivational speaker.
yeah, or it can be a strong moral value. Like you're not
Mm.
going to back down on what you believe, or you always speak the truth, the radical truth, or
You know, you could be an activist.
yeah, or you can be an actor.
Also, I think that's also like one way of like making yourself like what interests other people is if you stay true
Stay true to yourself.
now to your beliefs and you be firm about it.
I yeah,
That
that's
that improves your value. I
yeah,
think.
that's one of the attractive values.
Yeah.
Like you have to say, like if like earlier when we were having the pineapple thing,
Mm-hmm.
like you said that you like pineapple on like some things and it's good,
Exactly.
but
But not pizza. Disclaimer.
disclaimer, that's a good disclaimer. But the thing is, since you stood firm on that, I respected you for that. Like most people would say, like just change their opinions on a
Exactly. They get swayed
they get swayed by
by
other
their
people.
environment.
Yeah, but you stay strong, and that's the importance of having
Yeah.
your opinions. You have to stay strong with them,
What you're fighting for may not be the best,
but it's what you know.
but if you're firm about it, then yeah, I guess that earns respect, and so which means it, I guess, adds to your value.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, like, beauty is common.
Also now we're talking about that kind of value.
Yeah, beauty is common. Like,
Everyone is beautiful, by the way.
exactly. Girls, since they were as soon as they can understand words and stuff, are told they're beautiful. You can't deny that, right? Like, but on rare, like for guys, it's quite the opposite. Like you only hear it probably like 3 times in your life, and that's probably
This is
from
not including your mom, okay?
okay, or even loved ones.
Yeah, or like I guess from strangers
It,
or acquaintances, like you very rarely like hear those words if you're a dude. Unless you're attractive as fuck, then yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. But
Even then though.
even
Even
then,
then.
that's still rare,
Yeah.
and that only usually happens when you're like famous or like you have something to your name.
I
But
guess.
for us
If you're
normies,
recognized.
or in what situations would you be called like handsome other than like an actor or like someone on public stage, like being noticed in daily lives? I'd say never,
Never. Never.
never, never.
I mean, like I don't know about how attractive men go on with their lives,
Mhm.
but I don't think they get like call attractive on a daily basis or on a weekly basis
Mhm.
or on a monthly basis.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's probably quarterly.
Quarterly.
Yeah.
Quarterly.
For sure.
For sure.
So then that kind of like, what does that say about value then?
Value on men. Like,
Men are worthless. No women.
oh my god. I can't. Okay. We both know that a girl can get a guy, no problem. No doubt. No doubt.
Oh yeah, studies have been made.
Studies, countless studies.
Yeah.
Like, you can ask any girl on campus
Hmm.
and tell them, like, for experiments, disclaimer, that if they were to go out and ask like random guys
Phone numbers.
phone numbers, they would get it without hesitation. Or they would,
Like 99% of the time.
exactly. Like I feel like even guys who are taken would still give their numbers.
Well, not all of them,
But most.
but yeah, 99% of the time.
I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Girls,
that, yeah, disclaimer once again, guys are not loyal too.
yeah, it's easier for girls.
Exactly.
But that means we have the fun of the journey of getting there. Like,
I mean, it's not really fun. I don't know about you,
I you
but
get it you
I
get it
don't. I don't think it's fun.
you get it on the fly. I have to work for it.
Well, not really.
How many horses did I get?
You work for it all the time, dude.
Yeah, you work for it.
From the like, even before like interacting with other people, you should already be like on your game face.
Oh yeah, like one of the another number one rule about the game is that as soon as you leave
No, that's how, like I'm talking about value, dude.
the
If
value.
you want other people to perceive you as someone worth their time, like even before like interacting with them, like from afar,
Mhm.
you should already be like on your game face,
Exactly, like
like
you,
all the time,
yeah, I can see like
and almost all the time.
yeah, like yeah, that's one of the major rules I've seen all around psychology in the game. Is like, you are worth something. Or wait, what? Yeah.
Hello, come say hi.
Hello.
Oh yeah, we had feedback from our last time. You can look at this.
You good?
Yeah, from
Okay, so like you
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
whoever,
All of them are like pointing out the obvious already.
yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, we have a little bit more structure this time.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
like to the people listening or about to listen, like our hidden member just arrived.
Yeah, you have to speak a little louder because you're farther away from the mic.
Yeah, or you can come closer.
I'm Mr. Editor. Hi guys.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Okay, now moving on. Dude.
moving on to
Emotional connection.
Emotional connection. Yeah. So emotional
before we start, I only have half an hour here, so gotta go pick up the new vehicle that I just got. So
new vehicle?
New vehicle.
I can't tell you guys what it is.
Is it a 4-seater?
I can't tell you guys what it is. Sadly.
But we're the special ones. So we have a show together.
I know, but still, it's the hard life, you know.
Yeah, life is hard in general
What is it not hard? What is life not hard?
when you're not living anymore.
When you had parking for like, close by to, instead of parking in the 30-minute zone.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
Life is hard.
that's
Oh,
why
dude, like-
you see the connection.
Life
no,
is hard.
no one actually counts like the minutes. I think
No,
No,
Nah.
no.
they did once. They told a guy.
Oh,
that's only for show.
Oh yeah.
They do it once so that no one does. It's setting an example.
It's like they just grab their own cars. Like, here, tow my car.
oh, that'd be so sad.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's like, you know how like a brand new restaurant opens up and they pay people or a lot of people to go in
Yeah.
there,
Uh-huh.
and people would think that it's popping.
Yeah.
The business 101, you guys.
Also, another reason why I'm gonna be staying like for only half an hour is because I told you guys, well,
The group.
the group this. but I was dancing for 4 hours straight.
Oh yeah,
playing a
that's
game, and like half my left side is just like dead.
value,
It,
right?
it hurts. It hurts like
Oh,
at
it's good if
the
it
waist.
hurts.
That means you're
Because-
getting
yeah.
muscles.
No, if it was numb, then that would be stroke, dude.
It's been hurting for 4 days straight.
Dang.
No joke. So I gotta like fucking get ready for like tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move back to E, which is emotional connection. So it's chemistry that allows relationships to form, like things like making
People laugh.
people laugh, gaining interest in them, being sensitive, having commonalities, having them feel excited around you, comfortable and stimulated around you. Like it's one of the foundations of a
Building bridges.
building bridges of
101.
building bridges of relationships.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry for interrupting again.
Yeah.
But one of the cons here says to show the hidden member.
Oh yeah, that was.
Fuck you guys. I'm not doing it.
That's fine.
I'm not part of this.
We'll Photoshop your face in the thumbnail.
Don't. I swear to God, I'll snap one of your necks.
Why me? Wait, actually, we're too lazy to edit. You're the editor.
Yeah, we're too lazy to
Exactly.
edit.
Don't worry. It'll be the uncut edition.
The uncut.
I feel like we should make a thumbnail, like just
Oh yeah.
yeah. We'll figure that out later.
Yep.
Just a picture or something. Anyways,
Back to emotional connection with that chemistry crap.
oh yeah, okay. So making people laugh. How do you make people laugh?
I guess like just entertaining them
Entertaining.
or catering to their own humor because
No-
not everyone else has the same humor.
What makes things? I think what makes things funny is it's not unexpected, but it goes
Timing,
and it gets social norms.
execution.
But what's the situation? Are you like talking to somebody you know, or is it like talking to a complete stranger and making them?
I feel like
Talking to an
Mm,
acquaintance, like someone that you
yeah,
met
okay.
once and you're meeting for the second time.
like
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
you're something's starting.
So, funny thing is that I had the same situation today. Well, like last week in class,
Mhm.
as into where I was talking to a group because we were assigned group members.
Mhm.
So, the only way how I made them laugh is ask them how their day is. If they say, it's fine, just say yours is shit, and they will laugh.
Oh,
Apparently.
Oh,
that's funny.
just take the wrong turn.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh,
It
makes
makes sense. It
Makes
makes sense.
makes sense.
That good point.
I remember I was doing a presentation in class about like volunteering for an animal shelter, and I ran out of things to say, so my default words were like, "I love my dog so much," and everyone started laughing because
Mm.
it was probably one of the most stupid things I've ever said during a serious presentation.
Yeah, stupid is funny.
Stupid is fun.
I'm not surprised.
This is why Jackass is a thing.
Mhm.
That's why
That's
why
why-
it's funny because
Because it's stupid
it's
and unrealistic
exactly it's like they're doing stupid things though.
that no one would ever think of doing.
They live by example.
Yeah.
Okay, and then getting interest in people, like I guess for like listening to people is what like getting for interest. I'd say is be genuinely a part of the conversation.
Well, not entirely. Like for interest,
Mhm.
I don't think so. Sometimes like people are not interesting,
Mhm.
but they want to make themselves seem interesting, so they try to make up stuff. You know?
Oh, liar!
Well, no, it's not lying, dude.
In some instances, people are interesting in their own ways. So we can't say like everybody's vague or everybody's boring.
Exactly.
It's just that let's just say that their skills are just basically, telling somebody a lie that they could do this,
Yeah. So like whatever you are, there's at least one person out there that's gonna be interested in you.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is what like I remember seeing this post on like somewhere, but it's like you notice how like like for guys, like when they go out in public, like they see a really cute girl or a stranger, and they just instantly fall in love with them, or something like that.
Okay,
Or
there's too many situations like that.
I know, but remember, you can reverse this. That means that someone out there thought of the same way as you did to them. Okay, bud, you want to go to the nurse?
It fucking hurts.
Get some Advil.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just like it's cliche, but you know, there's one tie connected to another tie, linking them together, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
But like upon the situation that you stated, like, dude, just think about this. I'm gonna explain to you now, like how love at first sight works. Because you see the physical appearance first before the personality.
exactly.
There's no such thing as like love at first attitude or
Oh,
whatever.
Good point. Good.
you
like,
sure about that? You sure? About
actually,
It's just like you walk into a maid cafe and some like freaking maid was like, "Huh, you're baka baka," and you're just like, "Fuck me."
Dude, that's still love, but I mean, like you still see the appearance first.
wait.
No,
Wait.
really. I mean, you could just walk in there and just look down, but like somebody's just yelling.
Just
"Baka"
think
at
about
you.
this. Do you love at first sight when you're blind?
Wait, no, I have a better.
Love that first attitude.
No. Could you fall in love with someone on paper? You guys okay?
I can't believe I just said that.
No.
No, just think about it.
Yeah.
It's because we see appearances first before everything else.
It's only an exception when you're blind.
Wasn't there a movie about like a really pretty blind girl was talking to like this
Disclaimer: there's a lot of movies like that. Continue.
But okay, so it's like the guy is not, I'd say for most people
In terms of the society's standards of what's attractive and not.
is below that.
Okay.
And I think like they say love is blind, and they took that very literally. I can't.
True love is blind, you guys.
It is. It
It
is.
is.
It definitely is.
If it ever exists somewhere, it is blind.
It. Anyways,
Well, not dude. It's because people are taking the word blind literally. It means that it's blind. Like no matter what their flaws are, you don't see them as flaws. That's what they mean when they say love is blind.
I guess yeah.
When you love someone, their flaws are not actually flaws.
Exactly. Like when they say love is blind, I can see like how everything fades and you can only see their positive traits. Like all like you can only focus on what makes them wonderful, but not what makes them a person.
That's when the love is new, you guys. Eventually, like when you're together for so long, you would start pointing out their negatives.
Exactly. Like you can't things can't stay gilded forever.
Anyway,
So you just have to like
just move on.
yeah, okay.
I can't do emotional connection.
Okay. How about being sensitive? This is something you need to talk about.
Wait, what?
Being sensitive to like
sensitive to like certain things like if
well, dude, this is a bad choice of words. Like not being sensitive, it's being conscious
yeah, like
of something else.
yeah, like if someone's telling you a serious story, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't just laugh at them. It was like, you suck, but you. It's
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay, there are so many contradictions with that, but okay,
continue.
we'll just assume that it's a normal person, listening to a serious story and just,
yeah, in that context, yeah,
There's a time and place for everything.
yeah.
That was like from Pokemon, by the way. Yeah, when you use the fishing rod.
Oh hell yeah!
Or bikes indoors.
Yeah, that
Freaking trails of old steel.
that's what being sensitive is all about.
Yeah.
And then having commonalities.
Exactly.
Like everyone has something they can be common with. Like
For
for
sure.
sure,
For
like,
sure.
for sure.
There's
Like we're
there's
humans.
there's no such thing as a truly unique individual.
Yeah, like we're all humans. We all have fears. We have
Similarities.
We have joy. We have everything. You just have to find it. Even in like daily life, in activities too, you can find something you like,
Mm-hmm.
especially in food.
Mm-hmm. Like similar preferences,
like one of
similar values,
like one
similar
of the
beliefs.
yeah.
So, I was reading one of the comments
Is it from
from Teen Toaster Waffle
wait?
saying that you
Ed?
can totally fall in love with no looks. And yes, that is true in some cases.
That's a really sensitive
Yeah.
topic.
Sensitive.
But, as Mr. Editor, it pains me to say that I'm still single.
We're all single.
As far as I know, we're all single.
But the real question is, are you happily single? That's the difference between.
As long as I don't need to pay money for dinner, I'm fine.
So, are you happily single?
As long as I'm only paying for myself, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't answer the question. Are you happily single? Like, you can live your life like this. I can live like this. This is fun. Like,
I mean,
Well,
chilling out with the bros.
Science shows that people will have higher depressions in the future when you're not in a relationship for a long period of time.
I feel no.
mm,
My thoughts on that is like it's not relationship, but connection with other people. Like,
yeah, like if you're alone, you have no friends, you have no nothing. It's just you on your own
Then
in
you-
this dark, cold world. Then that's sad.
yeah, you'd have a higher chance of depression at that point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but still, either ways, when you're trying to get into a kind of a special relationship that you want to,
Mhm.
in comparison to like having friends and all that, it just doesn't really work out, because if you think about it, it's more of like, let's say that one of your family member, or maybe all of them died in an airplane crash, and then later,
You're just a sole survivor.
So you're
yeah.
left on your own.
you're by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what you really need is somebody to be there, instead of like
Instead of friends,
it's like
I see.
your friends are your friends. They just help you through some of the serious problem, but when you get a deep gouge,
Oh, like that.
and
I see where a
then
relation.
you need somebody else.
Yeah, a deep relationship like that
Mhm.
would be good. But I
Mm.
feel like relationship wise,
So overall,
Back to our discussion points.
what was I talking about again?
Oh my god.
I was staring too
like
hard.
being alone, dude.
Okay, being alone. I really can't stand people who say they're alone. They're not alone. It's just that they don't know how to connect on a personal level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I understand that point, but
Mm.
it's still, sometimes if you think about it, it's still hard for antisocial people to try to get
I mean, well,
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes though, you guys like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but sometimes the people that are quote unquote alone,
Mhm.
they're just being misunderstood, dude.
Yeah, like some
They
that,
just-
and as well as they want attention from somebody. Like, like just saying you're alone, it's like
It's like-
telling, "Oh, don't worry, friend, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here for you."
oh yeah, that's
That's
that's such a needy thing to do.
Yeah.
there are people like that, like
Like-
a lot of them.
Like a non-needy person in that aspect wouldn't say that they're lonely. They would just show you that they're lonely or like they're
Action speaks louder than words.
Ex-
Scenario.
yeah, I'd say in that situation, but words also words can have a lot of power, especially in your mind.
Yeah. Also, actions can be misleading. You guys take notes.
Exactly. Anyways. Okay, no. Do you want to talk more about comfortable or just go on to G?
G.
Okay. G, which
G is for goals.
having ambition or having a path towards success.
Wait, no, you could read the comment and say it was from Team Toaster Waffle.
Team Toaster Waffle.
Shout outs to you.
Shout out to our third
Lonely.
Our other party member that isn't really in our group.
right now. He's in spirit.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
but you read what the comment says.
Hey, ding, ding. SpongeBob was alone. That one time he was lost, Gary. Gary, now I know I was wrong. I messed up, and now you're gone.
Wow, wow, wow.
That was really sad.
Oh yeah, like you never really treasure anything unless it's taken from you suddenly. Like
You know we're talking about fictional character.
no,
right?
but in real life, have you ever like had something and then have it taken away from you so suddenly that you couldn't react?
That's when you suddenly realize their worth.
Hey
Exactly.
guys, you want to hear a joke? Yes, it was my virginity.
It's okay. It's okay.
No one's crying though.
We're here for you. Anyways, yeah. Wait, we were talking about goals.
Yeah.
Oh wait, having a path towards success, and you can sell your goals and make them believe and make them want to join you. Like,
Yeah. Also, not having a path, knowing the path.
but the willingness to brave the unknown to get to that path is like considered faith and
Courage,
courage and strength. Yeah.
bravery.
Okay, yeah, bravery and courage do work together.
Like when you have a goal, like your goal should be worthwhile, and like you should say like
It's only a goal if you're actually working towards it.
exactly, and it's like
If you're not, then it's just a dream.
yeah, it's something you consider is worthwhile. Like if you do something towards it, it's like this was worth my while,
Mhm.
and that's what it means to have like a true goal. Like everyone has different goals and different beliefs on what that goal should be. Like, but the important thing about goals is having I'd say the courage to face it.
Yeah. And willing to give up things to achieve the goal.
Yeah, you can't you can never get something without sacrificing something else in exchange.
Law of equivalent exchange.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah, like time is really valuable too, because as much as you try to get it back, you will never be able to get back the lost time.
Yeah. Nothing is ever free, you guys. Like if there's free ice cream, the time you wasted obtaining the free ice cream was the worth of
Ex-
that ice cream.
and
It wasn't free.
and then you also have the calories to worry about. Like you take in the calories too.
Hmm.
So yeah, goals.
So yeah, that's how it works. For in order for people to achieve their goals, they must be willing to sacrifice stuff.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Sometimes sacrifice is really scary, but it's necessary to achieve a goal.
Of course,
Of course.
I mean, sacrifices are necessary to ever achieve anything.
Yeah. All right. And having a strong belief in your goal is another important thing.
That's like life, dude. Life is just a game of trade-offs.
It
It's
is,
just finding the better trades.
but being willing to accept that trade
Mhm.
is important too.
Yeah. Love is when you accept an unfavorable trade, knowing that it's not favorable for you.
I cannot disagree, but I cannot agree either.
Man, that's fucked up.
Okay, let's move on to authenticity. So, the inner game. Project what's inside and outside as the same and being content and happy about yourself.
Well, before we start that, I would like to say Mr. Editor has to head out now
Mhm.
because, 30-minute parking.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
Yeah.
You have to go.
So, goodbye, people. I'm just going to head out now. I got shit to do and a new vehicle to drive.
Yeah, you might
Wait,
want
did you use your new car today?
Yeah,
No.
I just got it today.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
What?
Is it cool? Is it fast and is it stick?
It's a stick for sure.
I can't tell you guys.
I mean, we'll find out
All-
eventually.
All I can say right now, let me sit right here. All I could say right now is that it did not meet any of my expectations, but yet it's a very beautiful, stylish, nice looking car.
Also,
Below-
all aesthetics.
Is it below?
Aesthetics, good. Performance, eh.
Is it below performance?
Aesthetics good, performance excellent.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
So it broke the ceiling.
That's good.
Not really. but it is a pretty good vehicle.
Okay,
That's all I gotta say.
we'll check it out later.
All right,
Eventually.
later, guys.
See ya, man.
I don't want to get. You know,
Okay.
Continue.
Anyways, we're
Authenticity.
authenticity. So projecting what's the inside and out the same. So like for authenticity, you have to, I guess, present yourself as not like someone who you're not, like
Don't pretend like you're someone else.
the nice guys, the people who are willing to change their opinions because other people don't like it.
Exactly.
That's what it means to be authentic, to stay true to what you hold.
Self-explanatory, dude. Don't be fake.
Yeah, and another thing is to be happy and content about yourself.
Exactly. I mean, that's actually the root cause. Like, why people like do fake stuff
Mm-hmm.
is because like they want to be liked,
Uh huh.
and they don't have enough confidence in their own personalities, which
Uh-huh.
is why they make another personality that would fit into the criteria of what's quote unquote liked
Mm-hmm.
by the society.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and they end up being fake,
Yeah. At that point, it's not worth
and it's not healthy either for
It's-
your mental health.
exactly. It's you have to put yourself in this situation. You have to put yourself above everyone else because
Yeah, or just be confident enough in yourself, like, or just accept it that people. I mean, not everyone's gonna like you. You know,
hmm yeah,
no one is liked by everyone.
and it's fine. You don't need to be liked. All
Yeah.
you need, the only thing you need at the end of the day, is to like yourself.
Exactly. Don't try to satisfy everyone, you guys.
Exactly.
Try to satisfy yourselves.
Exact. You before everyone else.
Well, that's selfishness.
That's okay.
Selfishness and self-love.
Selfishness. Yeah, they go very close together.
Yeah, there's a fine line between them. Very fine.
Okay, I'd say selfish as like you only do things that benefit you and that doesn't and that harms everyone else, but you do it anyways.
Or without regard for others.
Yeah, and self-love is like I'd say doing what's best for yourself, but also at the same time considering others. So yeah, that's the difference. So that's what should be focused on when making a decision about yourself. It's like, are you doing this for me, or like, am I doing this for me, or am I doing this because of others?
Well, sometimes though, like there are decisions that are applicable to both,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be confusing.
Mhm.
That's when you rely on logic.
Yeah. All right. Should we move on to the next topic?
Self-worth.
Self-worth is
How is this different from value?
value or authenticity.
No, value.
Value. I guess value is like what you can bring to the conversation. Self-worth is what you think of yourself.
Oh, so self-respect.
Yeah, self-respect in a sense.
Mm.
Well, what I put down was confidence and being comfortable, feeling like you're worthy to be in their presence. Take up as much space as possible. You are the prize. Like,
Mm,
what's your thoughts? Like,
this is rough.
like I know for most people, like when they talk to someone they think is cute or like hot or something like on the same line as that, there's they're almost saying that they're worth less than them. You see?
Oh, like the defeatist mentality.
Yeah,
Like you already consider yourself like worth less than the other person you're dealing with, but in reality, everyone is worth just as much.
yeah, like you only know one side of them. You only know their beauty. You don't know their livelihoods. You don't know their education. You don't know
I
this
mean,
and that
like,
about them.
even then, dude, like what you know about them may not actually be true.
Exactly. Uh, like
Yeah, and also like a lot of people, like I guess they think of themselves less when they talk to people that they consider that are superior to I mean, compared to them.
Mhm.
That's having no self-worth.
so forth.
Yeah.
Like I know we talk bad about ourselves in our heads all the time. Like Like,
I mean, not even in our head, but I do it verbally too.
yeah, we always put ourselves down, but what good comes from putting ourselves down? Like,
I
it's
don't know.
like
Like, it has
it's
different effects for other people.
yeah, like
Some people, it drives them to try harder.
yeah.
Other people, it, it stops them from trying at all.
I feel like that's for most people. Like, it's like almost a coping mechanic for people to say like I'm not good enough, so they can just in their heads like it was not meant to be.
I guess.
Like it's so easy to say like it was not meant to be and not try anything.
Mhm.
Because like when we do something, we put ourselves on the line for that situation.
Or we put something on the line.
Yeah, we put a piece of our ego on the line. And like when we fail, we take it personally.
I don't know, dude. Like self worth to me is just like thinking of yourself as equal to everyone else.
Uh-huh.
That's it for me. There's like no deeper explanation. That's what self worth is to me.
Self-worth.
Like you don't feel better, or you
Mhm.
don't feel like you're better than other people,
Mhm.
and you also don't feel like you're worse than other people. You just think that you're equal to them.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah. It's easier for, like yeah, that's one of the main problems we have when talking to other people. We feel we don't
We
deserve to
feel
be
inferior.
we yeah, it's coming from a place of shame. Like, you know,
I don't know though, because there's also other people who feel superior when they talk to other people.
that's a good mindset.
And
Like
fucking assholes.
it's, I can't deny that it's bad, but you can't there's it's a
It has good and bads.
good and bad. It's like it's bad because when you think of yourself as better than other people, it goes to your head and it's like
Yeah.
you only begin to see yourself in it.
Hmm.
But if you but the good thing about that is like you're not scared anymore. You lose that sense of fear, that sense of judgment. And it gives you the power of that judgment. Like you can as like someone from higher up, you have the ability to look down and judge. That's the ability is of those on the higher ups.
I mean, that's exactly why people want to be superior than others, is so that they can look down on other people,
Mhm.
and they find like bliss by looking down at other people. They find that like pleasurable,
Yeah, like
which is really fucked up, by the way.
it's power. It's a changing of power in a sense. So yeah, that was the Las Vegas traits. What makes people different from other people? Anyways, would you want to talk about the structure of a relationship, or like? No, we'll cover that next time.
No, no,
No,
no.
no,
I'm not talking. I don't want to talk about like romantic relationships.
no. I'm not talking about like romantic relationship. It's just more like in
Like,
general.
so like people to people relationship.
Yeah, it's very general. Like almost all relationships work this way.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
All human relations work the same way.
Did you know like there's a very basic formula for every woman's romance novel ever? Did you?
What do you mean the cliches, the tropes?
It's like how romance stories are pretty much all the same. It's like it usually starts off with a boy and a girl. Like the
Boy
boy,
meets girl scenario.
yeah, like the boy at first doesn't think of the girl like he's like he doesn't even consider her as like a romantic partner or something like that. Like they start off pretty bad, but then eventually something changes and they both have to fight the feeling of each other.
Uh,
And then eventually he succumbs. And that's pretty much all relationship wise. You like that's the ideal thing for relationships, right?
well, I mean, not entirely.
But I feel like women follow that trait too, or
There's
follow that
some people they already know.
they already know.
Like, you know how like the example you made was like, there's this dude, and she doesn't consider this girl
Mhm.
to be a romantic partner,
Yeah,
or yeah.
yeah.
But some other people they already know.
Already know what?
Like the first time they see someone, they already know, or they already consider them as romantic partners,
Uh
and
huh.
they end up being together.
Yeah, like, but on
Rare cases.
on rare cases, but most occasions,
Yeah,
I
you start from hate or dislike.
to something more. Like I remember there was a law of Rocky starts where where if you treat if you start off bad, but you change that bad to a good,
Hmm.
it becomes stronger than normally than if you start off from like.
Dude, that's also because, yeah, of course. I mean, in reality, when you think about it, it's not that good,
Hmm.
but it amplifies the effect, you know? You see how, like, you see someone in
Hmm.
a school,
Yeah.
they've been successful about the school, they get A's and throughout.
Hmm.
And it's like, you just say, oh, because they study hard, blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
No big deal, right?
Yeah.
But when you see someone, like a student with F's and everything,
Hmm.
and they suddenly start getting A's,
Hmm.
you would say, holy shit, that's amazing, right? See, it amplifies the effects
Yeah.
because you're setting the standard low.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense how you're starting off the standard low, but for some people in that situation, you would think like they might be cheating or something like that. Like that's why you have to rise up progressively.
Gradually.
Yeah, not just start off like F to A. It has to be like F, C, B, then A or something like that.
No, dude, but yeah, you get the point.
Yeah, you get the point.
It amplifies it.
It makes it seem more impressive than it actually is.
Hmm. Like how people, like, I guess, like, overcoming their weaknesses, and people who didn't have weaknesses in the first place.
Hmm.
Like, it's more amazing when you see people. I mean, they seem more amazing when you see people overcoming their weaknesses.
Exactly.
Like, on a like more specific example, like when people quit certain addictions, like people, they get glorified for quitting their own addictions,
Hmm.
they get praised for it.
Hmm.
But the people who didn't even have addictions in the first place, they get nothing.
Exactly.
See.
It's like overcoming obstacles, personal obstacles,
Hmm.
and being able to,
Just overcoming something in general.
yeah, overcoming something in general is like very impressive.
Yeah.
Like
But I mean, not, and not necessarily
not necessarily what.
impressive. It
Yeah,
depends.
it depends. Like
Hmm.
if this person is like able to change whatever he wants whenever he wants, he wouldn't be seen like that impressive. But
Hmm.
like as humans, we want to see the underdog win. Like we want to see struggle. We want to see all that pain and grit. And it's like in that lowest moment, the person renews his decision. It's like, I'm going to keep at this. And
Hmm.
that really makes really a positive impact on the person and the people watching.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
It inspires
yeah,
other people.
yeah. Talking about inspiring. Like what else is considered inspiring to people?
Hmm?
What's considered inspiring? Like
I
what
don't
would you
know.
look at and say, I
Like,
could,
that's amazing or something.
yeah, or something like that.
Just like people being true to themselves.
Yeah,
'Cause there's a lot of fake people these days.
yeah. People are always
Mhm.
trying to be like to hide themselves, to close off their bodies, not express themselves and open up.
Hmm.
It's like because I guess we're in now of a culture where like if you say something wrong, you're gonna be attacked from like
You're gonna be crucified for it.
exactly like especially like
You're gonna get killed for it.
social justice warriors. I mean, but you understand what I mean.
Hmm.
Like right now we're in a time where having opinions could be really dangerous. Like some
Well,
people
having like different.
different opinions, like not conforming to society, and
Mhm.
that's and like I feel like we built a prison upon
It's
ourselves.
counterproductive.
Exactly. Like we look at different when we see people different from us, we don't think of them like as impressive or unique. We think of them as strange and bizarre and like why aren't you doing this and that? Wouldn't you say?
Can't relate.
Like like fashion wise, like like when someone starts a new fashion, everyone thinks at first it's like, what is this? But eventually people will change. It's about pushing through people's thoughts and staying firm to your own
Mm.
is what makes things acceptable. But now it's harder.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because like there's certain things that I guess no, it's just political correctness.
Yeah, political correctness.
I don't really want to talk about that. I don't want to address that issue because it's toxic, and I don't want
You don't want
nah.
that kind of yeah. like like
Especially like since like I guess we're like I mean the environment that we're in.
mhm.
You don't want to nah.
Yeah, it's
See, this is what we're talking about when we say like you say something and you get crucified for it. We're
yeah.
trying to avoid that situation
We have to force ourselves to live within
within
this boundary set on by I guess
society.
society, like or not society, but like a
It's still society.
select group of
It's
society.
still society.
Yeah,
They are the majority in here, so
yeah, like it's not difference is not something
being
liked,
different is not a bad thing.
but how we treat it, it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like in schools, we teach kids to follow orders,
And rules and
rules,
also made up rules.
exactly regulations,
I guess
and
that's what schools are for.
yeah. But if you raise kids like that, you will only get like you won't get anyone special. You only get like a cookie cutter people, I'd say. You know,
You're killing individuality.
exactly. Like people are always told to
Be
not
like other people.
yeah, not to deviate off of it. It's always hard to find like your individuality. And that's why one of the positive
That's
traits
also what makes other people interesting is when they have individuality.
exactly something that they can bring up and not be shy of.
Yeah.
Something they can prove to the world that it's something powerful,
Yeah.
something unique about them. Anyways,
I'm getting tired.
I'm getting tired too. Like we milked this topic for a good while.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about relationships, and then
It's really rough.
it's rough.
Yeah, because we just had classes too.
Yeah.
So also I think we're about to get kicked out in 5 minutes. or
Yeah.
So
So
say goodbye.
I guess this is a good time to stop.
Yep.
All right.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
No, I'm gonna do something.
You didn't pause. You didn't close.